legal IT travel cost, $2 million. Someone gave $1,000. Dude, you deserve to be robbed blind. If you give this man any fucking money, if you've given this man any money and people have given $65,000 so far, you deserve to be fucking robbed, dude. You deserve to be robbed of every single fucking dollar you've ever had. You clearly do not have a problem with parting ways with it for idiotic, nonsensical bullshit. Okay? Sorry, Brad. You got absolutely destroyed. Dumbass. Prayer request. You gotta watch this Bernie Elon Musk cut on GRE. Wait, what? What is this from?
I'm not a regular smoker of weed.
This is a great cigarette. It'll improve your health.
I mean, it's legal, right?
I don't care about this. Joe Rogan subreddit is turned into boomer Facebook memes. I thought the sub should especially see this. Stop taking medical advice from Joe Rogan. When do family members of people who die from listening to these grifters get to sue for wrongful death? Why? How? You do realize that, like, those family members also don't believe in the existence of COVID and fucking are anti-vaxxers themselves in many circumstances. So why the fuck would they ever sue Joe Rogan when they are also, they believe Joe Rogan unconditionally? Dude, I have such a headache. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But did you see this shit when you can't shut up so they cut your mic? Oh my god, there was so much content from this. Okay, we gotta watch some of this shit.
Censor yourself. When you feel ever censor yourself. When you feel that, I better not say that.
Part 2? Let's go! Chatter, you're a fucking savior.
Joe Rogan Experience.
The virus, SARS-CoV-2, the virus, has got two very unique things as a viral syndrome. The first is this cytokine storm, or this hyperimmune activation. To be immunocompromised. You're talking about general comorbidity categories like diabetes, obesity, heart and lung disease, kidney disease, chronic cancer. Those are basically risk factors for hospitalization and death with COVID. And there's a reason why, by the way, particularly obesity. You know what it is?
Yeah, we talked about it, but please explain it because I can't repeat it.
The virus, SARS-CoV-2, the virus, has got two very unique things as a viral syndrome. The first is this cytokine storm, or this hyperimmune activation. And that cytokine storm leads with the most unique cytokine, interleukin-6. We've never seen this before. Interleukin-6 is produced by human fat cells.
This is my favorite fucking take. Because, like, every motherfucker is so dumb. And they're like, yeah, brother, it only kills fatties, brother. And it's like, well, dog, you're fat, okay? Take the fucking vaccine, fat ass. What the fuck's wrong with you? Protect yourself. Protect that fucking thick dumpy, okay? Like, I don't understand. And I don't even know if I don't know if it's the virus gets on fat cells is like confirmed peer-reviewed study. I've heard it though.
So the virus triggers human fat cells to produce a ton of interleukin-6, which itself is damaging. And so those who are fat have a much greater depot and an ability to produce the cytokine storm. That's the reason why obesity is an exquisite risk factor for mortality. It's because of the unique cytokine signature of SARS-CoV-2. The other thing that's unique about the infection is blood clotting. We've never seen an infection that causes blood clotting. This blood clotting is in the final pathway to death with this virus because of the spike protein. The spike protein attaches to sialic acid residues on the surface of red blood cells. It causes micro red blood cell aggregation. It trips off the coagulation cascade in an interesting way, and we can see this in patients where we see a D-dimer level that's elevated. And doctors learned to actually, as a signature of COVID-19, the D-dimer levels, when they're elevated, it actually means this coagulation process is likely going on.
So the compromise of the immune system that comes about from obesity, is it scalable? Is it like if you are 100 pounds overweight, is it much worse than if you're 40 pounds overweight?
It's clearly scalable.
So that's something that should have been discussed publicly, along with the drugs, along with the possible early treatment options.
Well, you know, if we could have, in a perfect world, if we addressed all 4 pillars of the pandemic response, if we did what Bangladesh did and just start actually doing the oral nasal hygiene approach. You know,
Is that what they did right away?
That's where the trials were done. They're almost down to zero COVID. There's 160 million people. They're on top of each other over there. They're down to almost zero COVID because they've got the discipline down to when they go out in public settings. When you went out with that guy with a headache, when you came home, just do the oral nasal decontamination, you would have knocked down the viral particles enough where your body probably would have fought off the rest and you don't get the syndrome. Do you know my...
What? What? Oh my God. Oh, he's crazy, crazy. Bro, COVID can't hurt you. You just gotta blow your nose, dude. Get a fucking neti pot. Tell me he sells the nasal spray. Tell me he sells a fucking nasal spray. This is incredible. Did you see the new Chilean president with an old Hasanabi shirt? You know, I should have just waited another day. That's right. I should have waited another day until I streamed. Some of you motherfuckers. Some of you motherfuckers do not treat me right. Okay? If you don't treat me right, you're going to lose me. No, I didn't run the ad at 4. I'm running the ad now at 5. At the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. If you want an uninterrupted ad-free broadcasting experience, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5. You can do that for free. You can do that by getting a gifted sub. You know, if you haven't used your Twitch Prime on any of these charlatan other farmers that took advantage of my absence and farmed you, then use it here. You ran the 4 ad early, yeah, but it's 5. What is this?
Bad success with Bumble, you're gonna have no success with Ryan.
Anyway, here's a 1-minute ad break now. Thank you, Giselle, for the 5 gifted subs. Your VOD has been region locked already? Yeah, I know.
That's me.
Oh shit, how about this guy?
You said, hope your
Just like
COVID was
unfortunate.
eventful? Dude, that's awful. What the fuck?
Are you kidding me right now?
Bad success.
Cute fan art from H3. That is cute. You're one of my favorite leftovers moments. Let's try and cheer Ethan, Gila, and the crew up. Yeah, that's crazy. I hope your ban was eventful. Shut up, chatter. Okay, let's keep going. Joe Rogan podcast. Check it out.
My patients right now, when they're coming down with COVID, we actually blast with the dilute povidone iodine in the nose and the mouth. We blast every 4 hours while awake, and we knock down the viral load, particularly with Delta. Delta has 251 to 1,000 times viral load in the nose, so it's replicating like mad, and we can knock it down and reduce the amount of viral...
Wait, let me guess. Is this guy an anti-masker too? Because I love that. It's like, don't wear a mask, don't get vaccinated. Every 4 hours, take a neti pot and blow it up your fucking nose with this like concoction that I put together. How about wear a mask, social distance, and get vaccinated? Nope. No way. No fucking way, dude. No, take my betadine that I'm selling on my website.
inoculum in the human.
Wait, what is this? Please give this man your attention in all caps. This guy was like, you have to give this man your attention. What the fuck? Ah! Why not just get vaccinated? Yo, vaccinated, GigaChad, you must. What's up, Austin? We use GigaHoss around here, not GigaChad. See, it's been so long since he's been... It's been so long since he's been in the chat that he doesn't even fucking know. Anyway, let's keep going.
Body. I personally had COVID, Joe. It was in the fall of 2020. I didn't know about this. It baked in my nose and mouth for about 3 days. And I sat there. I did nothing. I was scrambling for oral drugs. Why didn't I knock it down with some type of treatment in the nose? You know, chronic sinusitis patients have been using neti pots or they've been using saline rinses. All we have to do is add a little peroxide or a little bit iodine to that and knock down the viral load. I could have had a much milder syndrome.
So that would be one way to approach it that you feel is very effective. This other protocol that you have established is another great way to approach.
Wait. Did homie actually say you should use... Wait. He's just saying, like, put a fucking neti pot, put some iodine and peroxide in the neti pot and shove it up your fucking nose.
Approach it effective. So that would be one way to approach.
Nothing out there in the human body. I personally had COVID, Joe. It was in the fall of 2020. I didn't know about this. It baked in my nose and mouth for about 3 days. And I sat there. I did nothing. I was scrambling for oral drugs. Why didn't I knock it down with some type of treatment in the nose? You know, chronic sinusitis patients have been using neti pots or they've been using saline rinses. All we have to do is add a little peroxide or a little bit iodine to that and knock down the viral load. I could have had a much milder syndrome.
So that would be one way to approach it that you feel is very effective. This other protocol that you have established is another great.
Aren't neti pots really dangerous too? I remember reading an article a long ass time ago about how neti pots can fucking give you brain worms or something. Like, I'm not even kidding. FDA is warning that the improper use of neti pots can be dangerous and lead to infections, including the deadly Naegleria fowleri, better known as the brain-eating amoeba. Yeah. Yeah, I was right. In a statement, the FDA said that when used and cleaned properly, neti pots are usually safe and effective. The first rule of safety is to only rinse with distilled, sterile, or previously boiled water. Tap water isn't safe to use as a nasal rinse because it's not adequately filtered or treated and may contain low levels of organisms such as bacteria and amoebas. These organisms may be harmless to swallow because stomach acid kills them, but they can stay alive in nasal passages and cause potentially serious infections, and in rare cases, these infections can be fatal. Warger with the 50 gifted subs. What's up, dude? What's going on? That's my editor. Damn, bro, I'm paying this motherfucker too much. Look at this guy. Warger's like, thank God you're back. We can fucking make money again, dude. What the fuck? If you don't use distilled water, you can get infections or even brain-eating amoebas, for which there is no reliable cure. This is literally my biggest fear. We've gotten a warm welcome today. Dude, I almost hit, like... So, I said this already. I had 53,000 subs when I got banned. And yesterday, when I got unbanned, I had 42,000 subs. Since last night, we have gotten up to 48,000 subs already in one fucking day. Nuts. Yeah. Suck my fucking dick, you racist shits. Okay? Suck my fucking cock. That's the reason why I brought it up in the beginning, where I said, like, it doesn't really matter ultimately, but suck my fucking dick. You racist bitches, dude. Thank you, Jub, for the 5 gifted subs. Damn, cancel culture is so very real. I mean, if you do that to someone else, then yeah, they are fucked. Taliban's clipping everything? Dude, don't say that. I fucking hate that.
Great way to approach it. Are there people that are in agreement or disagreement with you that you like, disagreement in particular, that you respect and you see some merit in what they're saying?
Well, the disagreement would be don't treat patients.
That's it.
Think about it. Well, when I published the paper in the American Journal of Medicine, so I was the first person in the world to put a stake in the ground saying that we can treat COVID-19 at home and prevent hospitalization.
Has anyone said to you, don't treat patients? I mean, so...
The letters of the editor came in, Joe. There was about 6 of them. They came in from Duke, from Monash, from, I think, McGill in Montreal, from Europe, South America. They said, Dr. McCullough, you can't treat COVID patients. I was like, what? They said, you can't treat... You don't have enough evidence. You can't do this. You could cause harm. And Joe Alpert...
Yeah, no shit they said that, because they were right. Just because you're a fucking doctor who tomorrow decides to say, if you take a fat shit in your hand and wipe it in your face, you can actually cure cancer. Just because you're a fucking doctor doesn't mean that you can, like, publish a fucking non-peer-reviewed medical journal before it gets fucking peer-reviewed and clapped into oblivion. Okay? That is not, you're not a victim of cancel culture there, okay? You're fucking psycho. You can't fucking, you literally can't do that. You can't be like, all these doctors are attacking me for my unique ideas. I just simply brought up that the reality that you can poop in your hand and rub it on your face to cure face cancer and ass cancer. And then every doctor came out against me. It's like, oh, really? I wonder why they fucking wrote letters to you. Why is it that, like, when other fucking reliable sources of information say, hey, dog, you're kind of fucking up this whole thing for us by being a doctor, but also psychotic, please stop. They're like, I'm being attacked for unique ideas, and therefore you should give me money. Which, by the way, that's literally what he's doing. This is the new age of just... This is the new age, dude. This is how you fucking grift. You just, like, make up psychotic bullshit, cause harm through misinformation from a position of authority, and then have, like, actual people be like, nah, that's fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up. Okay? And then you could turn around and literally milk that. Go on fucking Joe Rogan and be like, I need money! I need money! I'm being canceled! Refresh the donations page? Yeah, no one gave from here. What is this? Women are made for making children? Anyway.
As the editor of American Journal of Medicine, he let this go on. Every letter came back, and I said, overcome your fear, and let's break the grip of therapeutic need.
I just spent way too much time getting angry at a small lefty streamer over his weird champ Hasan has held to a higher moral standard crap. You live in some people's heads and you truly trigger people for existing. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's
nihilism, and let's start treating patients to prevent hospitalization and death. And in our circles, there is no discussion. You know, I was in the endowed lecture at Harvard 2 years ago. It was fanfare, me and my wife, all these pictures, everything's wonderful. Do you know not a single institution has invited me to lecture on the early treatment of COVID-19? Remember, Harvard doesn't treat people.
You're crazy. You said you could treat COVID with a neti pot, and you're an anti-masker. Those two concepts can't exist in the same brain. You can't fucking do the, once again, I'm being canceled for having new ideas. Bullshit. If your new ideas are just like psychotic. Literally substitute what he's saying with like any other nonsensical bullshit, just like his solution is nonsensical bullshit. Substitute that with any other fucking nonsensical bullshit, and you will understand why people are like, dude, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? Oh man, they're not inviting me for my incredible shit in the mouth technique. It's fucked up. I've literally been shitting in my hand and wiping my face with the doo-doo for over 5 years now, and I haven't gotten cancer, so clearly, you know, this technique works. I'm an independent thinker, and Harvard is not allowing me to explain shitting in my hand and fucking wiping out my face to avoid COVID and also cure cancer.
Neither is Mayo Clinic. Neither is UCLA. Neither is a medical school here in Austin. They don't treat a single patient. They have nothing to offer. When Didier Rialt set up his treatment program in Marseille, he put out tents outside the medical center there. They tried to shut him down. He goes, listen, I'm going to treat patients because they're sick. They have, you know, Marseille, if you've ever been there, it's all these retired older French citizens, you know, pretty well-to-do. They're down on the French Riviera. They were getting sick with COVID-19. He opened up an outpatient treatment center, and he started treating people and started gathering his data. They tried to shut him down. They took hydroxychloroquine. They made it over the counter. If he was, you know, there's been doctors, there was a doctor arrested in South Africa for using ivermectin, for crying out loud. You know, there has been suppression, and where we know.
Bro. My man is still punching. My man is still pumping out hydroxychloroquine when Facebook moved on. I respect that. I respect that. There has been like 1 million studies at this point conducted that shows that hydroxychloroquine is in no way, shape, or form a good way to treat COVID. Okay? It has no negligible impact in COVID treatment and COVID recovery. I thought we destroyed the hydroxychloroquine argument when Donald Trump himself went to Walter Reed and was not given hydroxychloroquine. But this guy, he's still keeping it going. He's like, I don't care. I love hydroxychloroquine. And that's why nobody's talking about it. Not because they fucking disproved it 1 million times over. Okay? But because, you know, nobody's talking about it because they're scared of the truth. I love this.
Things really got obtuse is when we came to the monoclonal antibodies. These monoclonal antibodies, they really work. And let me tell you what, we've got 3 terrific ones now. We have Lilly is back with a combination of bamlanivimab and ertesivimab, which is wonderful. We have Regeneron, which Trump received, which is a combination of imdimimab and carasivimab. And now GSK, since May, has socherivimab. Socherivimab is actually antibodies directed against the glycoprotein, so it's going to be basically
Wait, I don't understand. And this is a serious question, chat. Maybe you can help me with this. Why do we need any of this if we just have the neti? Has he described why we need any of these bullshit cures when we have the neti? I'm fucking nettying out the wazoo, baby. I'm putting one in my ass. What's up? Also, if the neti pot is a cure for COVID, why is he an anti-masker? Like, he thinks you can physically push out the virus, but any sort of physical barrier that prevents the virus from escaping your nose and mouth is considered unacceptable, which doesn't make sense. If you think you can physically fucking destroy the virus in your nose, it's like captured in your nose, then why the fuck aren't you also an advocate for the mask? If he was a mask advocate and he was like, the neti pot is good, I'd be like, all right, at least he's consistent. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that he's still a hydroxychloroquine understander supporter. And I also love that he's like fucking anti-masker, but also but pro-neti.
Resistant to any mutant strains. These antibodies in general, all the studies show, given early, have at least a 50%, if not an 85% reduction in hospitalization and death.
I took them.
I use them every day, Joe.
Yeah, I took it when I got sick, and I think it's one of the primary reasons why I got better so quickly.
And
yeah, bro. And that's how you know he's lost in the sauce.
glycoprotein, so it's going to be basically resistant to any mutant strains. These antibodies in general, all the studies show, given early, have at least a 50%, if not an 85% reduction in hospitalization and death.
I took them.
I use them every day, Joe.
Yeah,
What's he talking about? What is he saying he uses every day? Is he talking about fucking neti pots, or is he talking about ivermectin, or is he talking about fucking monoclonal antibodies? Wait, so they're on board with the monoclonal antibodies? That's an experimental treatment that the FDA offered emergency use authorization. Why do they pick and choose like this? That's the thing that I don't understand, and I will never understand. That's emergency use authorized dude, I love when people are like, hey, I don't want to get 2 fucking jabs, or 1 if you want to get the J&J one. So what I'm going to do instead is get COVID and then have to go to the fucking hospital where I get like a fuckload of shit pumped into my system. Okay? And that is more expensive. And it's still an emergency use authorized experimental treatment. No, it's not actually fetal tissue, by the way. Monoclonal antibodies are not done with stem cells. Not that it matters, but No, it wouldn't be instead of a vaccine. It would be if you already infected. No, I'm saying instead of getting the fucking vaccine, you risk getting COVID, okay? And then not being able to get by. Like, because monoclonal antibodies are an experimental treatment that they give you if you are in the worst fucking stage.